They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Kansas City.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
The keeper.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing is Jackson. Screen play, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal from the 6. Now it's Jackson. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down at 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now second.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Johnson's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A gain of 12. First down, Kansas City.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
On the play.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jackson's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Taylor takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On the move to his left. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 7-yard line.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming
at the 10-yard line.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Ravens 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. In your face.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 9. First down, Baltimore.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Chiefs 17. Ravens.
For Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the keeper.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We're in Baltimore. Third-quarter action. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike 41. You got to wedge that. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Alert! Check it back, check it back.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First and 10, Taylor down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 59. Mike 59. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch it. Show me. Let me go.
They'll run with Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. They go to Johnson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked on by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 41 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Slam, slam, slam. Check 3,
On 1st down, Taylor takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
59 mark, check, 59. He's telling me. Check. Hey, 166.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
31.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Hardman, the ball carrier.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Complete to DJ Moore. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go.
Brady going to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.